Let's talk about foods that are not only perfect for ketosis, but also fantastic for weight loss. These foods are great to include on any variation of a low-carb diet, including the keto diet. Because they do not contain any carbohydrates, they're going to help you to train your body to burn fat for energy, which is ultimately going to improve metabolic flexibility and help you to reach your weight loss goals faster. Coming in at number 15, chicken thigh. Not only is it rich in protein, obviously, but if you keep the skin on, it's also a great source of healthy fat and collagen. It's a great addition to any low-carb diet, and it also helps with muscle maintenance and satiety. Number 14, coconut milk. Not only a tasty addition to your recipes, coconut milk is also an excellent source of a type of fat known as MCT. Because of the way that MCTs are metabolized, they cannot be stored as body fat and they boost ketone production. Coconut milk is excellent to incorporate in your diet if you want to accelerate your results. Now let's move on to number 13, olive oil. With 0 carbs, olive oil is rich in healthy monounsaturated fat. You can drizzle it over salads or other vegetables, you can drizzle it over meat, and of course you can use it for low temperature cooking. Next up is a nutrition powerhouse, wild-caught salmon. Not only is salmon virtually carb-free, but it's also an amazing source of omega-3 fatty acids and protein. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of omega-3s before and how they're anti-inflammatory, and the type that is found in salmon is particularly appealing because it's more bioavailable than other forms. Omega-3s are not only great for your heart health, but they also help to keep you satiated, which can support your weight loss goals. Number 11, prawns. A great seafood option that is not only 0 carb, but it is also extremely high in protein. But just a note, because prawns are so lean, make sure to add some fat when you eat them. Number 10, aged cheese. I mention aged cheeses specifically because they are lower in carbs than fresh cheeses are. Now, of course, all cheese is very low carb and keto friendly. Even if fresh cheeses do have slightly higher carbs, they are still very low and a great option. But aged cheeses only have trace amounts, and they are also richer in nutrients, including vitamin K2 and vitamin D3. Number 9, celery. Celery is a great way to add some crunch into your low-carb diet without a negative impact on ketosis or weight loss. Now, I will say that you're not going to be eating celery for nutrients. There's basically nothing to it. Celery really is just a bit of a filler food. But that said, it can definitely have a place in your low-carb or keto diet. Number 8, cucumber. And basically everything I just said about celery can be applied to cucumber as well. Not a lot of nutrition to it, but it can help to add some crunch and texture to your low-carb diet. Number 7, steak. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. Grass-fed steak is an amazing 0-carb food that's great for any low-carb diet. It is loaded with B vitamins, it's loaded with CLA, which is a type of fat that promotes fat burning, and of course it has highly bioavailable protein. Steak will help you to feel full for hours and to feel your best. Number 6, pork. Now, pork does tend to get some hate, but a quality pasture-raised pork is actually extremely healthy. It has no carbs, but it's rich in protein, fat, vitamin B12, zinc, selenium, and iron. It's a versatile meat that's fantastic for low-carb diets. And yes, this does include bacon. Just make sure your bacon doesn't have any added sugar or fillers. Number 5, lamb. Lamb often gets forgotten about, but similar to beef, it's a type of red meat that is extremely nutritious. Now, you might have noticed that so far I've included a lot of animal protein on today's list, and that's with good reason. Most meat, seafood, and animal products are virtually carb-free. The only issue with these foods is that it can be hard to ensure quality, which is why I personally buy all of my meat and seafood from ButcherCrowd. ButcherCrowd is a meat delivery service in Australia whose focus is on bringing ethical and sustainably sourced meat and seafood straight to your door. They source directly from Australian farmers and have a wide range of grass-fed and finished beef and lamb, pasture-raised chicken and pork, and wild-caught seafood products to choose from. Choose from one of their curated boxes or customize your own. And with the option to change, pause, or cancel your subscription at any time, there's no reason not to give them a try. You can check them out by heading to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd. I'll put that link in the description box down below as well. And make sure to use code KATE15 at checkout and you'll save 15% off your first box. I actually added some diced lamb to my last Butcher Crowd order, and I used it to make a lamb souvlaki bowl, which turned out absolutely fantastic. So if you're not sure what to add to your box, highly recommend the lamb. But anyways, moving on, at number 4, we have coconut oil. We mentioned MCTs earlier when we were talking about coconut milk at the start of this video, but coconut oil is an even richer source. Unlike long-chain triglycerides, which is most of the fat we consume, medium-chain triglycerides are absorbed directly into the bloodstream. They are converted readily into ketone bodies, which help to boost your metabolism and fat burning and can accelerate your weight loss results. Number 3, ghee. Now, ghee is something that a lot of people aren't familiar with. It's actually clarified butter, and by that I mean it has all of the trace amounts of protein that are in butter removed. Basically the lactose and the casein, which some people are sensitive to. With no carbs and a very high smoke point, ghee is a great option to include on your low carb diet. Coming in at the second spot, we have eggs. An amazing source of protein, healthy fat, and fat-soluble vitamins, eggs are a keto favorite. Now, I want to note that technically eggs do have trace amount of carbs, but it really is such a small amount. It's not going to impact ketosis or weight loss negatively in any way. So it would be silly for me to not include them on this list. And finally, taking the top spot, of course, we have butter. With no carbs, but plenty of MCTs and CLA, which promote fat burning, as we've spoken about earlier, butter had to be top of this list. You can use it for low temp cooking. It's great for eggs, topping a steak, other protein sources or veggie dishes, or even adding to your coffee. There are so many uses for butter on low carb diets. So there you have it, the top 20 zero carb foods that can support ketosis and weight loss. Let me know in the comments down below how many of these foods you consume regularly. Is there anything you're gonna try to eat more after watching this video? Let me know in the comments down below. I love chatting with you guys there, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.